get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos, it's in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I just here to remind you, but never mind me.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
12. Go.
Here's Luck now on second down. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Boykin on second down. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On third down, Boykin going deep here for Landry. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one goes for 24 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's McKinnon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now Hundley gets by him at the 25. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Ohio!
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Throwing, Hundley. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Boykin. And an alley to run. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, it's Boykin. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Boykin on 1st down. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there. Yeah, nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. They'll give it to him up the middle, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy. Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malcolm Smith coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run it with McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Boykin. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw here. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Ohio! Ohio!
He's going to get it running right. And he is out of bounds here. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Flex round! Flex round! Hut!
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go!
On 2nd down, it's Boykin. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ohio!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Boykin. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Boykin looking to go to the air again. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right around the midfield stripe. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
By Walton to begin the drive. And some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. Trevor Davis now to return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays you can't account for.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Brett Hundley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Packers continue to roll. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ohio! Ohio! I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Here's Boykin, off play action. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. Touchdown, 49ers. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will get them 1 closer. Gold now out to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Gets it over the middle to Cobb. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 24. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are pouring it on. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down, Boykin going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Malcolm Smith in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Hundley. Buying time to his left. He's going to hit. Oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Boykin. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense, and what are the advantages of being in zone? I eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Hundley. Throw left side complete. It's Cobb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Hundley now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. Extra point try now for Crosby. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Flex round! Flex round!
3rd and long for Boykin. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. Back now at Lambeau. Boykin on 1st and 10. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance where they took control of this game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Hundley now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Walton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a carry for Walton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
After the interception, here's Boykin. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Flex round!
They'll throw on first with Boykin. To the right side, and he's got Landry, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Boykin, and now another one thrown incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. All the way down at the 21-yard line. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard.
He's got a man. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. Throwing here, Boykin on first. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Boykin. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now from the red zone, Boykin on first. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.